with the new season update. There's going to be new battle mechanics being added, new special moves for some characters being added. It was just a nice little network patch. So when it comes to stuff like this being added into the game, I'm excited that a new battle mechanics coming into the game because with how old this game is about 2-3 years old now. So it's been out for fucking long. It's been out for a long time now. So it's going to be taking some time. So it sort of needs to now get up to date with more recent games coming out, which is why there's now talk. Which is why Arc System Works has now announced new battle mechanics coming in. Now, my exact thoughts of this battle mechanics are between two things. It's either going to be insta kills, which are a nice little cinematic attack that was in these older games that obviously would instantly deplete all your health. But if I'm being realistic in my eyes, I see this more as being something completely brand new with the new season 3 changes. This will most likely, in my case, in what I'm seeing with it, is I actually think this will be more Guild Gear's way of addressing or trying to compete with Street Fighter's drive impacts and Tekken 8's heat system, as that's been sort of a recent trend. Fighting games are starting to go in, and this new sort of aggressive like mechanic that sort of promotes a bit more aggressive play. So I reckon we're gonna get possibly something more similar to that coming out and being like the main thing. I reckon season 3 will be wanting to push forward in terms of gameplay. And with the new battle, but I can also see we're doing a realistic world of just going to be insta kills coming back, which won't be too bad, but I can see there's definitely being more something similar along the lines of the heat system and trying to promote a new style of play. Also, sort of said for season 3, with the changes coming forth, will be new special moves coming for characters. Now, I look at this and I do think to myself, this is definitely a nice touch. This is going to be definitely nice to help with depending which characters get these special moves. The biggest gripe is that it's not all the characters. It's that it just says some. So part of me hopes that during this weekend at EVO they announce, hey, we sort of lied. It's not some characters, all characters are now getting new special moves added to them. So, because I would have hoped that it would have been all characters, seeing as, like I've previously said, this game's quite old now. This game's like nearly 3 years old, with entering season 3. So it would be nice to have sort of a refreshment with the characters now, especially for people that have been playing since the game first launched. Like, for some of these characters could be something simple as, like, Potemkin getting a new move, which then, for Potemkin means, obviously, are happy, but I think by having it be to all characters, it makes them fresh for newer players, especially people that might be trying the game throughout season 3, and for it just starts making these base characters that have been out for a lot longer, and probably the season 1 characters, and maybe mid of season 2 characters, feel more refreshing. There's something new. And I want this to be for all characters, because then it actually gives more potential and a bit more, and makes the characters more bloated, as it's very bare bones, the moves you have in this game. Characters are very skeleton-like with their moves. Like with Soul, he only has about 4 or 5 special moves that are just really good, but it's like you can't really do much with them. They're just going to be the same. It's like, oh, let me expect Bandit Revolver, Bandit Bringer, oh, Volcanic Viper, oh, cool. So I would have hoped this would have been for all characters, because I reckon there would have been so much more potential they could add by making special moves for all the characters. Like the 2 examples that first come to mind of adding more moves to these characters would have been Soul and Baiken. So having like a proper dragon install in this game would be awesome, because it just adds something cool and flashy to the game. It also brings back his old arsenal from Guilty Gear Xrd, Guilty Gear XX, stuff like that, where it can just modify his current special moves, to either add more to do some more damage. They could change it so it can like do special cancels, can do some more stuff like special cancels, whether that's Banner Revolver into Volcanic Viper like immediately. But like I said, it gives something fresh. It can also increase more combo routes. Like I said, also mentioned another good example I thought of was Baiken. Baiken used to have a lot of alpha counterplay, which would lean to defense a bit more, even though she's definitely been worked to be more aggressive. But I think that's sort of it gives people that are a bit more defensive an opportunity to actually find their playstyle. With let's say Baiken gets her alpha counters back as some of her special moves, but like I said, it leads to some really cool combo routes. Because imagine like all characters get these new special moves. You're playing as Baiken, you hit one alpha counter, then you go into a fucking TOD combo, and you are just got so much dopamine flowing for you because you just hit the most stylish, coolest combo in the world. And also, like I said, it could also be, depending on what these special moves are, it also could just be something completely brand new for characters, where it's just like this cool, unique attack that just I don't really know. It could be just something that is completely brand new that we don't really see from some characters, and it's just going to be testing the wall of like with some characters be like, right, we're going to give some these new style of special moves to these characters. We want to see how they go, and then they probably plan on adding more to these characters down the line. There's probably more season 3 characters release, but at the end of the day, I wish it would have been all special characters, because then it gives characters more bloat, it gives them more depth, it gives more combo routes. It also help make people feel more connected to characters in terms of like from a visual aspect, because you'll be able to see them do a lot cooler stuff depending on what it was. Like I said, Soulbag again is Dragon Install back would be something really cool. Because although yes, he could be one of the simpler characters in the game, it's just something really cool. It's like you hit the transformation mid game and you start going ham. You start hitting these crazy special cancels into everything. Like I said, it could even be something as simple as just modifying his current special moves. Like instead of Banner Revolver being the knee into kick, when you press B 2 times, you press B 3 times, it'll be knee into kick, and then it goes into a dive kick. So let's say you're hitting this mid-air while have your Dragon Install active, you could do this crazy combo where you do heavy slash into fucking Volcanic Viper, Roman cancel into like Banner Revolver, press it 3 times, you just see him in his Dragon Install form just dive stomp you back down into the corner. It just gives something cool for characters to do. And also, like I said, with Baiken, it just gives her like this extra like defensive depth. But like I said, it says some characters, so I'd imagine it'd be more towards these lower end characters that are not really been touched or hardly get anyone playing them. Just to help be like, hey, we see these characters very low. We just want you to, pick them up and see if they're a bit more fun now that they've got some more special moves in their arsenal. And then the last thing they sort of add was sort of improvements to network stability, which is kind of a nice thing, because there can be a lot of moments where you just disconnect either mid-game or you just struggle finding a lobby. So that is just a nice change.